Alright guys, so today I want to show everyone how well this paint works. I found this company, Harpy Motors, on Amazon, and I couldn't find any reviews. So I decided to bite the bullet and try it out myself. This paint is made to order, so this matches my exact paint code of Tuxedo Black Metallic, which is the color that is here on this Ford Fusion. So the reason I wanted to try this out was I wanted a cheap way to see if I can match this mirror cover. So this mirror cap has damage from when I got the car, and it really just hasn't ever looked that nice. So I did paint it once before. I used the Rust-Oleum Perfect Match from O'Reilly's, and it's black. The mirror cap is black, and I'll show you some close-ups here in a second. It's black, but it's not the metallic that this car really has. This car has greens and blues and all kinds of metallics, and you'll see that here in just a second. Okay, so in this kit I paid $38, and it came with the base coat and clear coat. It kind of upsets me that it didn't come with some sort of primer, so I ended up having to spend an additional about $5 for this filler primer at Walmart. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and sand through all this old paint that's not even, and there's still like bug guts and stuff embedded in this soft Rust-Oleum clear coat. I'll sand through this, prime it, sand it again, and then I will start laying the base coat. So I'll get that all sanded up, and then I'll show you guys how it looks with the primer on it. So now that I've got it all sanded up, you can kind of see how it's all dull, and even down here, even though it looks shiny, it actually is sanded up pretty good, and it's all nice and dull. So now I'm going to go ahead and throw my first coat of primer on it, and we'll see what it looks like. So I've got the primer sanded, now I'm going to do the base coat. So we'll do a couple coats of this and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so first of all, what I'm noticing is that this is kind of like globbing out. So we'll see if that gets better, but so far that is a little bit concerning. Alright, here goes the second coat. Okay, here's the third coat. I did try to warm the paint up a little bit. I think that might be why this is coming out so funny, but we'll see how it goes. That is definitely the problem. The paint was cold, because this is spraying significantly better. I am starting to see more of the metallic as well. The paint has quite a bit of orange peel at the moment, but I don't think that's too big of a deal. So you can see though there is a lot of metallic in this. I'm actually quite impressed with the amount of metallic that's in it. So it is kind of hard to show on the camera, but there is plenty of blues and greens in there that I was not expecting to really be in the paint. So we'll go ahead and do another coat and see how it comes out. Alright, that should be our last coat of base coat. I'm going to let that dry, and then we will put some clear on it. So I got it wet sanded after I did all the coats of paint on it. And I'll try and bring that in and show you a little bit. So you can see all the scratches. I tried to level it out because my first few coats were very splotchy, and I do attribute that to my own fault and error, being that the can of paint was kind of cold. So now I'm going to try and just make the best of this and see how it comes out. There is a lot of metallic. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but I'm going to go ahead and do some thick coats of clear that they provide, and I don't think that this is not a 2K clear since there's no hardener, so I don't know what kind of clear this is, but we'll see. I'm sure it'll polish up just fine, and I'll just put it on thick so I can wet sand and polish. So here we go. And there's the first coat. So I will come back when I have it on the car. Alright, so I'm finally going to finish up this video. It's been about a month since I was working on this, and I never showed the end result on the car. So today I'm going to show you that, and you can see how the paint has held up. I have been kind of impressed with this paint. Being that it's from an aerosol can, I think it matches pretty well, and only costing I think $38 when I bought the whole kit. I'll go ahead and show you. There is some paint chipping because I do drive this car a lot on the highway, and I believe that I just didn't get it prepped properly. I don't think I sanded the primer with a rough enough sandpaper, and it has shown there's some paint chipping from rocks hitting the mirror. So I'll go ahead and show you that, and you guys can be the judge. You think this is a good match or not? So this could be a really good option for a lot of people if you just need to touch something up or you have a new body panel. By all means, try out Harpy Motors. I have had no problems. Alright, so in the end, what do you think? I think it came out alright, and it's lasted pretty well. So I have no issues with this paint whatsoever. I would definitely recommend using this in small applications. If I was to do it again, I probably would just buy the base coat, just because I don't really trust this clear coat. So I did put a bunch of clear on it. I only showed one clip of me spraying the clear, but I did about 3 or 4 coats of clear, and I was able to wet sand and polish it to get it to that finish. Had I not wet sanded and polished, it would have had a lot of orange peel. So doing that I think is a must, but again, if I was to do this again, I would probably skip the clear coat from Harpy Motors, just because again, I don't really know what it is. I would go ahead and buy the base coat and then maybe buy a 2K clear. I think that would have also helped with the rock chips, being the 2K clear is a little bit of a harder paint. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll have links down in the description so you can go to Amazon and find Harpy Motors on your own, try and match your paint code, and have the same results I have. See you next time.